We are here, Lee.
Yeah, we were just talking, and I thought, man, this is a good conversation to have to film. And we have all the technical gear, but one of the things that we don't talk about when we do this sort of thing is the spiritual aspect of it, or the consciousness aspect of what we do. I think you, when you were down at ECETI, you've had a real spiritual consciousness experience down there.
Right, definitely.
And I've had my own. I think people get confused, and I think it throws a lot of people off. So we don't talk about it a lot. We go out and we film to get the evidence, to show everybody that, hey, these things exist. But the other aspect of this, and this is a huge aspect,
right,
of what we do is a consciousness aspect. We do believe, and it sounds funny, we do believe that we're able to communicate with them somehow. Like they're able to pick up our thoughts, and they show up for one reason or another.
Right.
It's not all luck. It can't be.
No, I don't believe that.
Because, it just can't be. So, I do believe that there's a consciousness aspect to this. We don't understand it, but we may eventually get a little bit closer. There is another project in my mind to where we can map brainwaves.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
And if we can get a hold of one of these devices, we might be able to also map our brainwaves as we are doing these things to see if there's any changes or if there's any different type of signals that are coming in. I don't know. But that's just something I was randomly thinking about one day because I saw a device online.
Really?
Yeah, I did. People wear this thing, and the electrical stuff that's going on in their mind is mapped on a screen. So it's able to pick up different waves.
The delta waves and all that?
Yeah, different waves of thought, I guess, somehow. I don't know a whole lot about it, but I thought, well, maybe that's something we should do next year. Look where we are now, right? We got to get good at what we got. True. And then we can start getting more technical stuff into it. But also, how do we, you and I, as a team, how do we prove that there's a consciousness aspect to the UFO phenomenon?
Right. Well,
It's crazy, man, because I remember my first time at ECETI, right?
Yeah.
My first time out there, I went out there by myself. I went out there to meet Sufan. The minute I got there, I just felt super happy. I don't even know how to explain it. It was just you really, really happy, really uppy and stuff. Like, for example, when I got there, it was cold. And I wasn't even wearing a jacket or a sweater. The first thing I wanted to do was to get outside and walk around. And of course, everybody's looking at me like, aren't you cold? I was like, no, I feel great. Normally, I would be cold. I get cold easily. You know this.
Right.
Just that alone to me was okay. I just thought it was the excitement. So I left it to that. But the crazy part to me, which relates to what you were talking about, the consciousness aspect of it was, so I was out there by myself, and everybody was going to bed early. And I was like, what? There's things from another world flying above us, and you want to go to bed? No, I'm staying up the whole night.
Exactly.
I stayed up and I met two other guys that was doing the same thing I was doing. We stayed up, and I headed out with them, started talking to them, and right around 3 in the morning, like I said, it seems like 3 or more. It's always the magical time. I remember that we were just talking, and all of a sudden, from the left side, there was this huge flash. It lit up half the sky. It was big, and I remember what the heck was that? So we all turn around, we look. And sure enough, you see this little white light just moving slowly. And first I thought it was a satellite, didn't think anything of it. And I remember thinking, okay, well, if you're the real deal, flash. And as soon as that thought was, not even a second went by. And after that thought came through, boom, flashed.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
We've experienced that ourselves out here in the field. In fact, not far from this location, we've experienced that.
Right.
In the past. So we know, and people know, there's a consciousness aspect. Can you imagine alien species that is thousands of years ahead of us in in time and development and everything else, and technology, they're able to tap in and read our thoughts.
Yeah, crazy.
They're what? They can read our thoughts and know what we're thinking.
Absolutely, because that was the thing. Like,
So after I told, you know, I thought that one time, it flashed, and of course we all got excited because it's like, oh my God, this thing's responding to us, right?
Yeah.
But then I was like, wait, we're obviously getting a little ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
So it's probably a coincidence that the minute I thought that that went off. So I was like, okay, I have a flashlight. I had a pretty good, strong flashlight. So I turned it on and I flashed at it like 3 times. I'm like, okay, if you're the real deal, flash back 3 times. It flashed back 3 times.
There you go.
I was like, that changed my mind forever, dude.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. That is so important. And I know that it's happened to a lot of people out there.
Right.
They want to communicate with us. They want some sort of a dialogue to say, yeah, we're here. We're not going to destroy your planet. We're not going to hurt anybody, really.
they would have done it already.
They would have done it
Easily.
already.
Right.
So for them, I think it's this slow disclosure. I don't think they want to scare us.
Right.
I think it's this slow moving train.
Right. Very slow.
And I think eventually it's going to start picking up speed, especially now with things that are coming out, right?
Right.
And we're giving them, if they know what we're thinking, we are giving them the opportunity. And hey, you could turn it around and say, you know what? Maybe they're giving us the opportunity. Because if
nice.
certain things didn't happen a certain way in my life, I wouldn't be able to do what I just did. You know what I mean?
Right.
The miracles that within the last year for me are amazing. And I wouldn't be able to put all this together unless some amazing things happened.
Very nice.
Multiple things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So there you go, consciousness.
There you go.
It's a thing.
It's a thing.